It was a bright Saturday morning when I stepped out onto my porch and noticed HOA Karen glaring at my backyard, her arms crossed, and her teenage son hovering nearby. "You cannot keep all these animals," she shouted. "They're violating HOA rules. This is unacceptable." I raised an eyebrow. "Karen, these are my animals on my property. They're fully legal, well cared for, and compliant with all regulations." Her son smirked. "Yeah, you have to follow the rules." Lisa appeared beside me, her calm authority immediately putting them on edge. "Ma'am, property law protects owners from harassment and interference. HOA rules cannot be used to intimidate or remove legal animals." Karen waved her phone as if a call to the HOA board would suddenly grant her authority. "They'll back me up. You'll regret this." I shook my head. "Karen, any further attempts to harass or interfere with my property will be documented and could result in legal consequences." But Karen persisted. Over the next few days, she repeatedly tried to intimidate me, peering over the fence, snapping photos, and muttering about enforcing the rules. Her son attempted to enter the yard one afternoon to move one of the pens, but Lisa intercepted him immediately. That's when I decided it was time to respond creatively. I constructed a small fenced pen on my property, but this one was labeled with the sign, "Karen's Pen." It was a harmless enclosure, complete with straw, a few garden decorations, and a comfortable space that mimicked the layout of my animals' pens. The following morning, Karen returned, as usual, ranting about my animals. "You can't keep this many. It's against HOA rules." I calmly gestured toward the new pen. "Well, Karen, I thought you might enjoy a space of your own. It's perfectly legal, and I made sure it's fully compliant with every regulation." Her son tilted his head, confused. "Mom, what is that?" Karen stormed over, only to realize the humor and point of the gesture. The pen was clearly harmless, entirely legal, and a playful way of demonstrating that my animals were fully compliant, and that she had no authority to interfere. Lisa added, calmly, "Entitlement often assumes power without consequence. Reality and law, combined with a little creativity, can make that clear in a very memorable way." Karen's face turned red. She glared, then muttered about the board, rules, and next time, finally retreating with her son trailing behind. The neighborhood watched, smirking, as the theatrics backfired spectacularly. By afternoon, peace had returned to the yard. My animals grazed happily, untouched and undisturbed. The Karen's Pen became a humorous landmark, reminding the entire neighborhood that entitlement has limits. The incident became another lesson in boundaries. HOA theatrics cannot override legality, property rights, or creativity when used to protect one's home. Karen had tried to intimidate me, but instead she had been reminded, playfully yet effectively, that overreach has consequences. By evening, my backyard was serene, my animals safe, and the neighborhood had witnessed firsthand that clever preparation, law, and humor can neutralize even the most persistent entitlement.